What music are you into? I like this.
What is up, guys? It's the Big Fish Plays, and welcome to the Japan Pro Tour update of Top Drives for, well, September 2021. It's been much anticipated. We've waited a long time because there was a lot of delays and things on Hutch's side, but finally it's here, so let's talk about that in this video. But before we begin, because there was a couple of server errors, I think, with the challenges, we've actually been given 2 free ceramic packs, so let's go ahead and open those now. It's a Cadillac one first. Honestly, probably not going to get anything useful. Swang didn't, so I'm probably not going to either because it's just a ceramic at the end of the day. Yada. Okay, Cadillac CTS, not bad. And now the Lamborghini. If we get a legendary Lamborghini, I will sell it. Totally. Okay, Ford Mustang, Honda Odyssey, Ford Focus. Ooh, that's a new one. Super impressed. Actually, it looks pretty good. 4-wheel standard. I like that, actually. And Lamborghini Miura Roadster. Okay. So now, there's actually quite a few things to talk about the update, but I don't think it's worth talking about car corrections or RQ changes because honestly, there's not much worth really talking about that. I don't think anyone's really gonna be interested in that because it's just minor things like, oh, your handling's been increased from 50 to 51. Your 0 to 60's been decreased from 2.9 to 2.8. No one really cares, honestly. And to be honest, there isn't really that many big things. They're just a lot of small minor things to change. I think there was a weird thing about some of the Subaru like Foresters changing tires from standard to all surface, so that's just been done in this update. A few small minor things like that. But otherwise, if we head to all cars and filter by the new update tag, the Japan Pro Tour, here we are. Here are the cars. So it's mainly, I believe, Nissan Infiniti, Suzuki, and Subaru are the main ones. There's actually quite a lot of Subaru WRXs, like a lot. There's so many. They all seem very similar, but they're all slightly different, each in their own way. So yeah, if you like them, there you go. JDM fans or whatever they're called. I totally know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we have a look here. I think maybe let's just start from the bottom and quickly scroll up. So there's a lot of cool looking cars here. Let's try and pick out maybe some of the ones that look a bit OP, things like that. Okay, this, who cares? It's got trash everything. That is beautiful. Okay, if I get that, I'm keeping that instantly. Scroll through, there's a lot of classics here. That's interesting. A lot of cute things, little pickup like that. There's various other things. Ooh, Suzuki Hustler. That looks interesting. There's a lot of very interesting things going on here. But as we come along, we get, ooh, this is interesting. A Suzuki Alto Turbo RS 4-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive performance, medium tires at RQ21 with that much handling. That looks impressive. This Suzuki car does seem quite similar to the AutoZam AZ1. It looks very similar. Stats wise, it is pretty similar. So I guess this is like a Suzuki version of it, but yes, that's going to be useful again, just like its counterpart in AutoZam. But this Suzuki Subaru Sumo 4-wheel drive standard tires, again, it's pretty light, so it looks useful. Maybe a wet, twisty beast, something like that. Nissan Leaf Nismo, I like that. It just looks sporty. The handling is actually going to be pretty decent once you max it out. So again, that's going to be useful. It's good to see some Nissan Silvias coming along. Maybe some better variants higher up as we come along. So there's plenty of the Subaru 4-wheel drive standard tires. So I guess that is what Subaru is known for. They're incredibly efficient 4-wheel drive system. It's just got great grip. I remember seeing a video on the internet where at some off-road hill climb, a stock Subaru Forester just smoked everyone. So that was pretty insane, and I guess that's what this car is special for. We don't really talk about that ugly thing. Moving on, what else we got? Suzuki Swift, we're getting into rare territory here. Good to see some Jimneys coming along. I don't think anyone would be able to live without Jimneys. Okay, again, Suzuki Swift Sports. Oh, these ones aren't standard tires like the older ones that are already in the game, which is a bit unfortunate because they were very useful in that way, but they had insane MRA, I believe, and in some of those Suzuki Swift I can't remember what event was that we needed the Suzuki Swift. Call of the Wild? Why would it have been Call of the Wild though? Can't remember, but there was an event challenge thing that needed it, and they were OP. But if we now go and have a look, we got the Suzuki Jimny. That's what everyone really wants, honestly. And another Suzuki Jimny. Lots of really cool cars here. Some nice. Oh, this off-roader Nissan Terrano rally car. Okay, that could be good. Nissan Juke Nismo 4-wheel drive. Okay, that could come in useful at some point. There's a Nismo RS, but that's not 4-wheel drive. But again, looks cool. Subaru BRZ TS. Subaru XVs. So some of these are like updated versions of older cars you already have. Subaru Forester, Skylines. Ooh, now this looks good. That handling is strong with off-road tires. This is going to be an off-road beast with traction control, ABS, the full lot. That's going to be a powerful car. Okay, good to see a good Nissan Silvia. Everyone loves that. Now as we enter ultra rare territory, things like a Nissan Pulsar front-wheel drive. Is that medium? Okay, medium. That could be decent for city streets, things like that. Subaru Tribeca, some nice 4-wheel drive. Okay, there's a Subaru Levorg. So this one's a standard tire one, and the new one, and then the old one was an all-surface, which was actually quite good. So you come along here, there's a lot of really nice-looking cars. There's this, I like the look of this Infiniti Q60S. I guess low. Okay, it's low, so we'll say it could be an all-rounder otherwise. But then this is Suzuki Ignis. Okay, that looks decent on handling. Now here we go. WRXs are coming through now. So another WRX and some Crosstreks, Foresters. Okay, these all look quite interesting. A couple more WRXs. See what I mean? They're like the same stats, but they're like slightly different ages. So therefore they're like slightly different in some way. I wonder if the MRA will be the same or different. That will be interesting to find out. Okay, nice rally car, Group A, 370Z Nismo, more WRXs. The 4-wheel drive medium ground clearance. That's going to be interesting. Be helpful in a lot of events where you need maybe wet asphalt city streets. There's just so many. Look, another one here. They just keep going. Another WRX, Forester STI. Oh, that's actually quite interesting. Is that high? High ground clearance. Okay, 4-wheel drive, no traction. Fair enough. Some Subaru Legacies. Oh, actually quite a few. So some performance. This one's a standard tires for the new one. Okay, so these look quite good. As we enter the epics, look how many WRXs there are and Imprezas. Okay, there's so many. There's this one and this one. What's the difference between these two? I mean, that's probably like the different variant, like the different what do you call it, like model numbers, facelifts, whatever. But I mean, they're practically identical. We look at the stats: 1483 weight, 268 on the power, 1494 268. Okay, so this is slightly heavier. I wonder if that means it's going to perform slightly worse. Guess we'll have to find out once we can start earning them. So we keep going along. More WRXs. Now this is cool. Infiniti Emerge. That's what it. I don't know. Also, there's this Summer Games tag. I don't really know what it means, but I presume it's gonna be one of those special challenge series things again. But otherwise, that is a good-looking car, and I can't wait to see what this Summer Games is. I've had a look at my cars that I have. I mean, some are good. Some are not so good, so I'm gonna have to widen my Summer Games garage. So I'm ready for that challenge series to come. Be prepared for it probably within the next month or so. That's usually how it happens once they introduce the new tag. So make sure you stock up on your Summer Games garage. But otherwise, this car, poor 0 to 60, sorry, poor top speed, but otherwise handling wise, I'm sure it'll be pretty good. Plenty more WRXs. Forester XTI. Wow, that's interesting. Is that low? Still medium. Okay, that's decent. A lot of cool WRXs. Now we're getting to the ultimate stuff. Look at this. Now these are the really powerful stuff. Look at 310 horsepower, 4-wheel drive medium, so they could be useful again. Some race cars, Nissan Primera BTCC. Okay, that's quite nice. There's a lot of other cool things. Ooh, Nissan Leaf Nismo RC. Okay, those stats. 3.291. Okay, the 4-wheel drive slick tires, who cares about that? But 3.291. Okay, now we're talking. These are some good stats. This is interesting, because it's another banana car. Suzuki Hayabusa Sports Prototype. Okay. Looks interesting, and those stats definitely going to be very useful. There's a lot of 4-wheel drive stuff, because Subaru does a lot of cool 4-wheel drive stuff, but Subaru STI ST, wow, that is a photo. That is great. The rear wing, the dashboard. Wow, okay, that actually looks really good. Liking this. A lot of more cool WRXs, like so many. I don't even know what's the difference between them, honestly. Just different models, different versions. Do they really sell that many? I want to know. If any Subaru fans down below, let me know what you think or what you know. A lot of four-wheel drive, slick tires, cars here. I'm starting to see a lot more race cars coming into this game. Not just. Now this is interesting. See, this car, you would think it has a motorsport tag, but it doesn't. What I'm starting to notice is, and if you look at the update, the car correction notes and things, there's a lot of cars that have had their motorsport tag removed, namely like the Mitsubishi Lancer Evos. They've just all had their motorsport tags because they weren't really motorsport, because they had motorsport variants that competed in like rallies and things, but the actual version in game didn't have the it didn't have motorsport stickers and things. It was slightly different. But then this car, this is outright the Group A rally car, so it doesn't have motorsport in it. I'm a bit confused what's going on here. But then this thing, like the Nissan Silvia, is motorsport, unless they're counting rally is not really motorsport, but it is though, so I'm not really sure. Now we're getting some cooler things like a GTR Nismo Z-Tune R34. Yes, this is brilliant. This is amazing. 3.487. Yep, that's great. Ooh, I like this Pikes Peak. 2.289. Four-wheel drive off-road. Okay, that's going to be very helpful if you can get our hands on that. 800 and weight, almost 1,000 horsepower. That's greater than a 1-to-1 power ratio. So Koenigsegg 1-to-1, eat your heart out. You just got smashed by a 1998 rally car. That is Pikes Peak car. That's insane. Okay, so there's a bit of an older GTR R35. So I guess the one that we currently have in game, which I actually have, is I think it's 2016, 14, 12, 13. I don't really know. I can't remember, but I know it's slightly newer, slightly better. Then we got different versions like the Egoist and the Track Edition. This thing looks interesting, but again, summer games. I don't know what the summer games tag is. See, the thing is, like, these GTRs, they don't have summer games, but my GTR that I already have has the summer games on it. So what? I don't know, because normally there's always a theme that makes a car have a certain tag in order to fit in it, but I don't know why. Honestly, this just doesn't have it. I'm very confused, but anyway, so we move along. Now we reach the top end. These are the peak of, well, these are like LMP1 cars, the Nissan GTR LM is some of the fastest cars in all the world. I mean, this is motorsport. Why does it not have a motorsport tag? I'm really confused. So if anyone can explain this to me, or anyone knows, please let me know, because I will be genuinely interested to see what's going on. But here we are. These are the top cars in the game. As you can see, this one's been buffed up, I think, because it's got four-wheel drive, the RQ, but I think this GTR Motul Altec with that rear-wheel drive might actually end up being probably better and more useful than this GTR LM Nismo, because that four-wheel drive slick tire is not really going to do much. But this R85V, now that is, wow, that is quite something. I wonder if is that Group C? Like the Porsche 962C, is it like that? The same generation, same series, but it looks, well, similar, same kind of stats. But again, if you know, let me know down below. But this is a great update. So many brilliant cars. I think they've done a good job. It's really a shame that Lexus Toyota didn't really make it into this one, but I know Toyota's had a lot of funny licensing problems. Like I know with Forza Horizon 4, they didn't join the game till quite late, only like last year, I think. And the game's already been out for 2 years, so that was interesting. And so I guess Lexus and Toyota have got so much depth and richness to its history with all the Supras and everything, and then the Lexus LFA. I mean, we would love to have that in the game. Everyone was a bit disappointed not to have it, but hopefully in the future it will get its own update. Lexus Toyota, they will be joining the Japanese crew here on Top Drives. But otherwise, that's it, everyone. That was a quick look at all the cars of the new Japan Pro Tour update in Top Drives. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing all these cars. Let me know down below if you've got like a top 5 of the favorite cars you've seen here. Maybe some of those lower down looking OP cars like Nissan Frontier Attack. That's going to be OP, I reckon, off-road. So let me know down below what your top 5 are. And if you enjoyed this video, found it useful, interesting, entertaining, please consider hitting that like button and also subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. and hit that notification bell so you are notified when I upload, because apparently YouTube doesn't always show my videos onto the feeds of my subscribers unless they have the notification bell on. So I really appreciate you ringing that bell. And this has been the Big Fish Plays on the new Top Drives Japan Pro Tour update. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will catch you in the future for some more Top Drives and more gameplay of this new update. And eventually, when they release the special packs with this wonderful gold I have and cash, I'll be sure to open them in a giveaway. No, I'll be sure to open them in a pack opening special video. And yeah, I will see you then hopefully in the next couple of days. Goodbye.